The sun was setting over the great arena of Vorkoth, casting long orange shadows across the stone floor. The crowd was loud, full of cheers and shouts from the fierce warriors of the Chiron clan. They were known all over the galaxy for their strength and skill in battle. Tonight was the day of the great tournament, where only the strongest would win honor and respect. Kayla stood near the edge of the arena, watching the fighters with sharp eyes. She was young, but already one of the best warriors in her clan. Skin was a deep shade of blue, her eyes shining like stars. She wore the traditional armor of her people, light but strong. Designed to allow fast movement and protect vital areas, as the next fighter entered, Kayla smiled with confidence. She knew who it was, a human. Humans were rare in the outer worlds, and most of the clan looked down on them. They were smaller, weaker, and not built for war like the Quran. The crowd was curious, but not very excited. Many whispered, "This human will be crushed." Kayla laughed softly to herself. How can this human think he can compete with us? She thought. He doesn't stand a chance. The human walked into the center of the arena. His armor looked heavy, but he moved with surprising ease. His name was Captain Jack Hale. He was tall and strong in his own way, with short dark hair and sharp green eyes. He had fought in many battles far from his home on Earth, but here he was just a stranger in a strange place. The first opponent was a giant from the clan, a warrior named Brock. He was nearly twice the size of Jack and carried a heavy axe. That could crush a rock. The crowd roared as Brock charged forward, ready to finish the fight quickly, but Jack did not rush in. He waited, watching Brock's movements carefully. When Brock swung his axe, Jack stepped to the side, barely moving but enough to avoid the deadly blade. Then, with a quick move, Jack grabbed Brock's wrist and used his own strength against him, throwing Brock off balance. The crowd gasped. No one expected the human to be so fast and strong. Brock tried to recover, but Jack was ready. He moved like water, flowing around Brock's heavy strikes. With one final push, Jack knocked Brock to the ground. The giant warrior fell hard, defeated. Kayla's laughter stopped. She frowned, watching Jack closely. He was not just lucky, he was skilled. The next fighter was a woman named Lyra. She was known for her speed and sharp claws. It's a deadly combination in battle. The crowd held its breath as Lyra faced the human. Kayla felt a strange mix of curiosity and pride. She wondered how Jack would handle Lyra's speed. The fight began with a blur. Lyra moved like lightning, attacking from all sides. Jack blocked and dodged, never losing focus. He used his environment, jumping on the arena walls and using his own strength to counterattack. After several minutes, Lyra made a mistake. She left an opening, and Jack took it. The strong punch, he knocked her down. The crowd erupted in cheers. Kayla was silent. She had to admit Jack was impressive. Between fights, Kayla approached the arena gates. Jack was resting there, breathing heavily but calm. She studied him carefully. "You fight well for a human," she said. Jack looked up, surprised but not hostile. "Thanks. I've learned to survive." Kayla smiled a little softer than before. "You don't look like the weak fighters I heard about." Jack nodded. "I'm not here to prove anything to the clan, just trying to make my way." Kayla looked away, thinking about her place in the clan and what it meant to be strong. Was strength only about muscle and weapons, or was there more? The final round of the tournament was announced. Jack would face the champion, Kayla's own brother, Doran. Torin was a fierce warrior with a reputation for being unbeatable. The crowd cheered loudly for him. Kayla felt a surge of pride and worry. Could Jack defeat her brother? The two fighters entered the arena facing each other. Torin sneered. "You don't belong here, human." Jack smiled slightly. "Maybe not, but I'm here now." The battle was intense. Torin attacked with all his power, swinging his sword in wide arcs. Jack dodged and blocked, moving like a shadow. They fought for what felt like hours, neither giving ground. Kayla watched, heart pounding. Jack's determination was clear, but Torin's strength was unmatched. Then in a moment of skill and luck, Jack disarmed Torin. The champion fell to his knees. The crowd was silent for a moment. Then, slowly, cheers began to rise. Jack had won. Kayla felt a new respect for the human warrior. She had laughed at him before, but now she saw something different, something strong and true. As Jack stood victorious, Kayla's mother, the clan matriarch, watched from the shadows. Her face was calm but serious. She knew something no one else did, something that would change everything. The arena was quiet now, but the tension between the Karan clan and the human captain Jack Hale did not fade. The clans around Vorkath had watched Jack's victory in shock. For centuries, they believed humans were weak and unfit for battle. But Jack had proved them wrong, and some were angry. Kella's heart still beat fast from the final fight. She could not stop thinking about Jack, the human who had defeated her brother, her clan's greatest warrior. She wanted to understand him more, just as the sun disappeared behind the jagged mountains. A new threat arrived. The rival clan, the Drath, known for their cruelty and power, had gathered their forces at the border. Their leader, Graktar, sent a message to the Karen clan. If the Karan wanted peace, they must surrender the arena and submit to Drath rule. Kella's mother, the matriarch, gathered the clan leaders. Her voice was steady but strong. We cannot give in. We must defend our home. The Drith have many warriors, said one elder. Our clan alone may not be enough. Kayla stepped forward. We have a new ally, she said, glancing at Jack, the human warrior. He fought with honor today.
No.
The matriarch looked at Jack, her eyes narrowing. You have proven yourself in the arena, Captain Hale, but battle with the Drath is very different. This is not a game. Jack nodded. I know the stakes. Ready. That night, Kayla and Jack trained together. They shared their skills, their strengths. Kayla taught Jack how to move silently among the shadows, how to read an enemy's body language. Jack showed Kayla how to use technology's small devices that could change the course of battle. Slowly, a bond grew between them. Kayla saw the human's determination and kindness beneath his tough exterior. Jack learned the value of honor and tradition from Kayla. The clan prepared for war. The Drath's forces were large and ruthless. Kayla felt a weight of responsibility not only for her clan but for Jack, the human who had become her unexpected partner. The day of battle came. The two clans met on the wide plains outside Vorkath. The sun was bright, the air thick with tension. Kayla fought with fierce courage, leading the warriors through every challenge. Jack was at her side, using his tactics and weapons in ways no Karen had seen before, but the Drath were relentless. Their warriors fought with brutal strength, pushing the Karan back. At a critical moment, Kayla was surrounded by Drath fighters. Her spear was knocked from her hands, and she faced them alone. Suddenly, Jack appeared. Throwing a small glowing device into the ground, released a burst of light and sound that stunned the attackers. Jack moved quickly, helping Kayla regain her spear. Together, they fought back the enemies. After the battle, the Karan clan celebrated their victory. For the first time, many warriors accepted Jack as one of their own. Kella's mother approached Jack privately. Her voice was soft but serious. You have done more than survive here, human. You have become part of our clan. Jack bowed his head in respect. Thank you, matriarch. I did what I must. Kayla watched them, curiosity growing. There was something about her mother's words that felt important. That night, Kayla sat near the fire, thinking. She looked at Jack, who was tending to his armor, calm and quiet. Jack, she said, why'd you come here? Why leave your home so far away? Jack paused. I was part of a mission once, a peace mission between worlds. But things went wrong. I lost contact with Earth, and I found myself here in the outer worlds. Kella's eyes widened. You never told us that. Jack smiled sadly. It's a long story. Kayla felt a strange connection. Maybe there was more to this. Human than she thought. The next day, Kella's mother called her to the Great Hall. The clan gathered around, waiting quietly. The matriarch spoke clearly, her voice filling the room. Kayla, there is something you must know. Kella's heart beat faster. Jack Hale is not just a warrior, her mother said. He is your Father. The room was silent. Kayla stared at Jack, then at her mother. How? Kayla whispered. How is that possible? Her mother's eyes softened. Years ago, when Earth sent its peace mission, your mother and I met Jack. He stayed with us for a time before disappearing. Kayla, you were the child of that union. Kayla felt a whirlwind of emotions, shock, confusion, and a new understanding. The human warrior she had laughed at was part of her. Jack reached out, gently taking Kayla's hand. I am your father. Kayla and I will protect you and your clan. For the first time, Kayla's laughter was quiet, full of hope. The great hall was filled with whispers. Kayla sat quietly, her mind spinning with the news her mother had just shared. Jack Hale was her father. It was hard to believe. For years she had thought of herself only as a Chiron warrior, strong, fierce, and proud. Now everything had changed. Her mother's face was calm but full of deep emotion. Kayla, she said softly, I kept this secret to protect you. The galaxy is dangerous, and there are many who would use this knowledge against us. Kayla looked at Jack, searching his eyes for answers. Jack's green eyes were steady, but she saw a sadness there, a sadness born from loss and time. How did you not know? Jack asked gently. I never stopped looking for you. Kayla's throat tightened. I was told you left, that you were gone. Jack nodded. I was lost in the stars. Our mission went wrong and I could not return, but I hoped one day I would find you. Kayla stood and walked to the window, staring out at the twilight sky. The stars blinked, cold and distant. Suddenly, she felt very small, caught between two worlds, one alien and proud, the other human and unknown. Why now? She asked, turning back. Why tell me this today? Her mother took her hand. Because the Drath will not stop. They seek to destroy us all. You must understand who you are, so you can fight with all your strength. Jack stepped forward. Kayla, you have the blood of two worlds. It makes you strong, stronger than either side alone. We can use that strength to protect your people. Kayla swallowed hard. She wanted to believe him, but fear twisted inside her. Later that night, Kayla sat by the fire, thinking about her life. Her clan had always been her family, her home. Could she accept this new truth? Could she accept Jack? Jack approached her, quietly. I know this is hard, he said, but I want to help. Let me be your guide. Kayla looked at him, searching for trust. Over the next days, Jack shared stories of Earth, its cities, its struggles, its people. Kayla listened with wonder. She had never imagined such a place. In return, Kayla showed Jack the ways of the Quran, their rituals, their fighting styles, their history. Jack absorbed it all, eager to learn. The clan slowly began to accept Jack as more than just a human warrior. They saw how he cared for Kayla and fought alongside them with honor. One morning, Kayla and Jack trained together in the clearing outside the village. Jack taught Kayla how to use human technology, small devices that could help in battle or heal wounds. Kayla was amazed at how useful these tools were. Kayla shared her clan's combat techniques, teaching Jack how to move with speed and grace. They laughed as they practiced. A rare moment of lightness in difficult times, but the peace did not last. Scouts reported that the Drath were preparing to attack again, this time with a much larger force. Kayla and Jack met with the clan leaders. They knew this would be the biggest battle yet. Jack spoke first. We need to combine our strengths, your warriors and my tactics. Together we can win. Kayla's mother nodded. It is time for the Karen to embrace the future at the clan. Began to prepare for war. Kayla felt the weight of her new identity settle on her shoulders. She was not just a warrior, she was a daughter, a bridge between two worlds. As the battle approached, Kayla's thoughts returned to her mother's words and Jack's promise. She would fight for her clan, for her father, and for herself. Stars watched silently as the two worlds prepared to unite against a common enemy. The sun rose slowly over the land of Vorkith, casting a soft golden light on the training grounds. The Karen clan was busy preparing for the battle ahead. Warriors sharpened their weapons, patched their armor, and shared quiet moments of determination. Kayla stood among them, her heart heavy but focused. The knowledge that Jack Hale was her father weighed on her, but it also gave her a new sense of purpose. Jack moved through the camp with quiet confidence, spoke with the elders about strategies and technology, helping the clan use their strengths in new ways. Many warriors looked at him with respect now, no longer just a strange human but a leader. Kayla watched him from a distance. She remembered how she had laughed at him when he first arrived, how wrong she had been. Now she saw him as a part of her family and a symbol of hope. That afternoon, Kayla's mother called her to the council chamber. The room was filled with the clan's leaders and elders, all focused on the coming battle. Kayla, her mother, said, "You have a choice. You can fight as a Karen warrior, proud and strong, or you can embrace who you truly are, a bridge between our worlds. This battle will not be won by strength alone, but by unity." Kayla nodded slowly. "Want to fight for both, for my clan and for my father." Her mother smiled, a rare softness in her eyes. "Then you will lead." The word surprised Kayla, but she accepted the honor. She knew it would not be easy. In the days that followed, Kayla trained harder than ever. She worked with Jack to combine their fighting styles. She practiced using human weapons alongside her traditional spear and claws. Her body moved with new strength and purpose. The clan began to see the change in her. Some were skeptical, unsure of the human blood in her veins. Others were inspired by her courage and determination. Kayla spoke to them openly. "We are stronger together. This battle will decide our future. Let us fight not just as Karen, but as one people." Her words ignited a fire in the hearts of the warriors. The night before the battle, Kayla sat alone under the stars. Jack joined her quietly, sitting beside her. "Are you ready?" he asked softly. Kayla looked at the sky. "I don't know, but I must be." Jack placed a hand on her shoulder. "You are not alone." They sat in silence, the stars above, a reminder of the vastness of the galaxy and the small but powerful place they held within it. The next morning, the battle began. The Drath forces advanced across the plains, their war cries echoing through the air. The Karen warriors stood firm, led by Kayla and Jack. The fight was brutal. Claws clashed with blades, energy weapons fired across the field, and the ground shook under the weight of the warriors. Kayla moved through the chaos like a storm, fierce and focused. She fought not just for her clan, but for the family she was. Beginning to understand, Jack fought beside her, using his knowledge of human tactics and technology to outsmart the enemy. Together, they were a force unlike any the galaxy had seen. As the battle raged, Kayla's brother Torin fought fiercely. As well, though he had lost to Jack before, he now fought with respect and strength, protecting his sister and their people. The turning point came when the Drath leader, Graktar, challenged Kayla to single combat. The warriors paused, watching the battle. With bated breath, Kayla accepted. The fight was intense. Graktar was powerful and cruel, but Kayla's new strength and unity with Jack's teachings gave her an edge. With a final strike, she defeated the enemy leader. The Drath forces began to retreat, their morale broken. Victory was theirs. As the warriors cheered, Kayla felt a deep sense of belonging. She was no longer just a warrior of the Karen. She was a daughter of two worlds, a symbol of hope and strength. Her mother embraced her, proud tears in her eyes. "You have made us all proud." Jack smiled, his eyes shining. "You have done more than I ever imagined." Kayla looked around at her clan, her family, and knew the future was bright. Together, they would face whatever challenges came next. The air was still heavy with the scent of battle as dawn broke over the plains of Vorkath. The Kiran clan stood victorious, but the war had taken much from them: lives, strength, and peace. Kayla looked over her people, proud but thoughtful. The victory was theirs, but the future still held many challenges. Jack Hale stood beside her, his presence a steady force. They had fought together, side by side, not just as warriors, but as family. The clan had accepted him, not just as an ally, but as one of their own. Kayla felt this new unity deep in her heart. The matriarch, Kayla's mother, called a meeting of all the clans who had come to witness the battle's end. Representatives from neighboring worlds arrived, curious about the new power rising in the outer regions. Kayla stepped forward to speak. "We have faced a great threat together," she began, her voice strong and clear. But this victory is only the beginning. The galaxy is vast, and there are many dangers ahead. If we are to survive, we must unite, not as separate clans or worlds, but as one people. The crowd listened, some skeptical, others hopeful. Jack stood beside her. "Humanity has always believed in unity," he said. "We've faced wars and challenges and survived because we worked together. This is the time for all of us to do the same." Slowly, the clans began to nod, their eyes shining with new hope. Kella's vision was clear, a future where strength came from unity and respect. That night, the clans celebrated. Music and laughter filled the air, and old rivalries melted away in the warmth of shared joy. Kella found a quiet moment with Jack. "I never thought I'd feel this way," she said. "About a human, about family." Jack smiled. "Neither did I, but here we are." They looked out at the stars, knowing their journey was just beginning. Weeks later, Kayla stood at the edge of the village, watching the stars twinkle above. She felt the blood of two worlds flowing through her human and Karen. She was no longer just a warrior. She was a symbol of hope, strength, and unity. Her mother joined her, placing a hand on her shoulder. "You've done well, Kayla. The future is bright because of you." Kayla smiled. "Couldn't have done it without you, without Jack." Her mother nodded. "Family is not just who we are born from, but who stands by our side." Kayla turned to Jack, who approached quietly. "Together," she said. "Together," he agreed. The stars above shone brighter, as if the galaxy itself celebrated their new beginning.